Hello, welcome back. I'm just gonna, this is a hobby update. Today is Friday, so next Friday at this time I'll be driving to, hopefully almost to Chicago. So I've got a 1 week to finish up for this tournament. So here's what I've kind of got going on. I went ahead and got the secondary coat covering these, so now they look a little more nice. I got some work to do on this building here. I want to put some rifles and stuff in the corner. Got to finish up around the top of that little flag that I got going on there. Let me turn this camera. So, and then get some, grass on it and maybe some couple bits of clump foliage. Got the truck going on there, and then the water tower. So, got those cranking on. I just did all those, and then I'll do all three of those. I'll do them all at the same time when I do my foliage and grass, and so those will be cranked out. And then I gotta fix this rock pile that I made, the rubble pile. Gotta fix that up, make it look a little nicer. So that's what I got going on there. Last night I made I made these really quickly. Made a set of tank traps. So you look at these tank traps. They look alright. I wasn't so sure about the rust effect on those, but so it's gonna look nice on my display board. Gives me something there, so it's not just empty space. I'm gonna have my troops back behind there, and my list is Defense of the East, so I kind of want it to make it look like they're defending like maybe a small little supply depot or something. So I think that adds a little extra to it. So I got some tank traps made up. I watched that video on Terrain Tutor and made it look real simple, but he always makes everything look real simple, but it turned out okay. All I used, instead of extra plastic card, I had one of those. I have one of these little sets, which is not the right scale, so it's actually too big, but I took the little pieces off it and I cut them down to about an inch. Maybe a little over an inch, and I just made them that way. So they look nice. I think it adds a little flavor to the board. So I got to stop from working on stuff because Ryan Carlson's hosting an event at the game shop tomorrow, and we're going to be going out to that. And it's an 800 point. He's calling it kind of a battle royale. I think it's going to be teams, like 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. So I made an 800 point French list. And for 800 points, I'm cranking a lot of models out. And just go over my list real quick. So I have it here. I got a first lieutenant, inexperienced. So I'm going with an inexperienced first lieutenant with an extra guy. And then I have 3 inexperienced 11-man squads. So I'm taking them at full strength. Full strength, lets you re-roll a failed activation check if they're at full strength. If I have to come in from reserve, I think that'll help quite a bit. So. And they're super cheap, and each one has a light machine gun in it. So I'm going to be spraying a lot of firepower. I'll always be starting base 4s with the inexperienced, but just throw enough shots down range, something should stick, right? And then I get the free with the French. If you take 3, you get a free one. So I'm taking a little British Expeditionary Force assistance there. And then I've got 2 11-man squads of Singhalese. I have 10 painted up, so I added a commando to each one, kind of like a what's that they call it, like a CIA assistant training the Singhalese in close combat or something. Just extra body, but I actually have more Singhalese, but they're not painted up, so I didn't want to take a completely unpainted guy, just a raw metal guy. So I got that going on. No light machine guns in there, but it's 11 guys. And then I've got a medium machine gun team right there, but I'm taking it at inexperienced because it's super cheap, and I got kind of got an inexperienced theme going on here. So I'll be getting lots of shots for 35 points. That's a pretty good value. And then I got a Boys anti-tank rifle at regular, and then with my free gun selection. If you watch my list last year, I took a lot of HE. I'm actually taking a medium anti-tank gun, just because. Give me something to keep his armor at arm's length. And so I got that at regular. And then my vehicle, this model is actually the Suma. If I don't probably pronounce it incorrectly, but I'm taking a Renault R39. When I first ordered my French, I got the Suma because I like the 9 front armor. But with the small turret rule, moving and firing is it kind of be a challenge to the French. So what I'm planning to do with the R39, it's slow, but it's got 8 armor, but it's 8 all around. So I can get that up in a spot and just make a pillbox out of it. Don't have to worry about turning it. It does have, what I do like about it, it has a turret mounted light and a tank gun. It has a forward facing hull mount medium machine gun. Where the Suma only has a coaxial and a medium and a tank gun, or a light and a tank gun. So you have to choose what you want to fire at your targets. Out with the R39, I'll be able to have a machine gun pointed towards his infantry, and then just be able to spin this to face any armor threats, and still I'll be able to fire 2 things at a time. So that's what I've got going on from the French. See how they do tomorrow. Should be fun. I'll try to do some battle reports of it. I think it's going to be a big event. Not so much us, but there's a lot of other things going on. Might be a little noisy. I'll see how the video turns out. I'll either narrate over it, or I'll just put it up as is, or both. Probably whatever's easiest for time, because I've got a lot to do. I've got a list, a very long list of things I need to get finished. So, all right, thanks.